Now, what's wrong with this picture? Could it be there's no sound? Huh? Could that be it? There's no fucking sound for Fakafon's finale? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, for no reason, because the computer hates me, I guess. The finale of Fakafon's Let's Play of Game Dev Tycoon has no sound. Now you might be saying, are you that fucking clumsy that you don't check your shit before recording? I do! I checked twice, actually. I double checked it to make sure everything worked. It did. And then as soon as I start, it doesn't work anymore. So now I'm stuck with like a fucking half an hour of footage with no sound. So I guess what I'm gonna do is just, I don't know, talk about the highlights of the last things I did, I guess. God, fuck! Jorg Longer says, Fakafochi Kawaii is one of the best game ever because he has the best gameplay mechanics. That's right. Now you can rub Fakafon's inner thigh just like in pet sports. Keep the hits coming, yeah! So here you are, standing in your living room with a console in front of you or your computer, and you're saying to yourself, what type of game do I really, really like? Government games, of course! Such classic includes, Geopolitical Simulator and, Civilization? Even then that's a stretch, because it's not really a government game, it's a civilization game, as the name would imply. So who the fuck plays government games? I beg your fucking pardon? You want a gaming company to develop a software to find alien life forms? Wow, can you imagine that? Imagine if the first person to be able to find alien life form in the universe was me. Holy fucking shit, the first alien contact would be with Fakafon. How doomed would we be? Seriously, I love this. The guys, I don't know what company, are trying to find aliens, you know, just in the galaxy somewhere. And their first thought is, we need to outsource. So we're gonna go to Fakafon's games so they can develop a software that will find aliens for us. We make games! What is my artificial intelligence so great that is Diego Cortez just the master of technology and he can do anything? What the fuck? Who the... It's like if Capcom created a nuclear submarine program. What the fuck, dude? You know, actually, that's a frightening prospect. Imagine if my game company was actually so great that my people working for me were so talented that I made a game called Big Brother and everyone buys it thinking it's just a fun game where you pretend to be Big Brother and this government spy stuff. And it's actually really Big Brother. I'm really watching everything you do, everything you say, through the game because I somehow managed to convert the game into a real real-time spying software and no one's the wiser because they think they're just playing a game. That's some terrifying shit right there, man. I'd be very scared if I was actually able to do that. I mean, put myself in a position of power. I don't know if I would lose my mind or keep it cool. Fuck, man. Imagine that. You have the power to spy on everybody. Wait. Well, I was right about one thing. I do have a crack team in my house because every game I make is almost 10 out of 10, man. Can you name any other company that's able to do that? Just dish out games that are almost always perfect? No. That's Fakafon's games, people. I just make fucking gold. When I started playing Big Brother, I had no idea what was coming for me. And now I feel completely immersed in the game. The AI is so perfect. Yes. The AI. So what do my people eat anyway? I never see them coming into work with their lunch and there's no fridge. Are they always eating chips and fucking soda? Because that's the only thing we have in here. Chips and soda. That's their whole nutrition. We eat chips and soda, guys. And I think these are little raisin boxes. You know those dry raisins? Ugh! Ugh, I hate dry ugh, it's so fucking disgusting. Ugh. I apologize to anyone who likes dry raisins, but for me, it's unbearable. It tastes funny. It has a weird texture. I can't stand it. Ugh. I'll just eat regular raisins, thank you. Oh, you gotta love this. The cutscene that they're asking for me actually require more design and technology than the Alien search engine. That's right, people. If you're looking at cutscenes from Fakafon games, they're gonna be so fucking good. You could actually create a universe with it. I don't know. I mean, I can search for alien life with 200 technology. So if my cutscene is 300 technology, are you inside the cutscene? I fucking created a holodeck, man! You might not be able to teach an old dog new tricks, but you can sure as hell teach a monkey to program. So I was getting close to the year 35, which basically means it's the end of the game, and I was trying to figure out what would be the best game to end my career with. What would end with a bang? I was gonna do something so stupid that people would love it and buy it. I mean, think of everything else I've done, so I was like, what's the stupidest thing I can do? Well, I basically made a Fakafon dancing game, because why the fuck not? I've done everything else possible, so why not make it dance for my last game? Now, here's the problem. I kinda fucked up. I really fucked up. It made a terrible game, and basically my career did not end with a bang, but with a... So at the end of the game, what basically happens is that everything you've done throughout your career is going to give you points. Like how many games you've made, how many topics you've researched, how much everything, how many contracts you've made, blah blah blah. Everything is going to be converted into points, and basically you're going to have a score. Now that score doesn't mean a lot because you have nothing else to compare it with, so I don't know if I have a high score or not. I guess if you go online you can check other scores, but basically everything you do throughout your career will give you a high score. Now one of the things you can do eventually, which I was not able to do because I was not fast enough, you can have some labs which allows you to like research even better technology, like some ultra 3D graphics, and you have another lab that will make you consoles, like you can create your own console, like the Faka box and shit like that. I was not able to do that in 35 years, but if you go for the 42 years, maybe you'll be able to. So what do I think about Game Dev Tycoon? I gotta say, for a game that's so simple, it's really fun. It's a very simple concept where you just pull sliders up and try to make money and keep your company afloat, and it's fucking great. It's one of the better experiences out there. It's funny too because what is it basically? Just like a little history lesson with you trying to make games just for no reason. I mean, you can make anything it's gonna sell. I made like a government game, for God's sakes. No one buys that, and yet it works out. I made the stupidest games in the world and people bought it. No one would buy a game called Fakafon's Laundry, but that's the fun of it. It's because it's so not realistic. You want to play this game a little bit more, you know? And there is one thing that saddens me though. The one game that people are always gonna remember me for is Fakafon's Personnel Management 2018. When people are gonna think of Fakafon's game greatest achievement, it's gonna be Fakafon's Personnel Management. That's like the most ironic thing in the world, I think, because what did I do throughout the game? What did I do throughout Game Dev Tycoon? I managed personnel! So, maybe the game I made inside Game Dev Tycoon was the experience as a boss of me managing several team members to make a game. Is that why the game was so great? Was it just because I had so much good experience managing people that somehow it made it into a good game? I don't know. It just goes to show you, man, you never know what's gonna happen. I got it. The best game that could ever be made. Hear me out. Metal Gear Solid with Mario. Now hear me out! See, Mario would be Solid Snake, right? And Luigi would be Liquid Snake. So at the end when he's like, "Hello, brother! Why do you keep calling me brother?"